Hey yo, what's happening? How we doing? Tuck myself in. Ooh, while I'm thinking about it, actually, did everyone have a good weekend? I hope so. What's going on, man? Hope you're good. Mm-mm-mm. All good, thanks, man. All good. We dropped our first Orion series indicator on Sunday, and that is the money in, money out indicator. We dropped that yesterday. Honestly, I was quite shocked. We've had, I think, 5 or 6 people bought it literally within the space of like 15 minutes, um, which is it's great. Uh, but to be fair, these are people that are using the Keep It Simple series already. They're using this. Well, we're not even calling it Keep It Simple anymore. We're calling it the Orion trading system. So they're using the Orion trading system already. So they understand the value of it, I guess. It's not expensive. It's £10 a month. So, but yeah, great, great. Apart from that, it was a pretty chill weekend. I mean, Sunday was fucking manic. Like it was just manic. Um, yeah, it was just manic, and that was just because it was like getting everything out the door with the money in, money out indicator. Also, just general life stuff, just general stuff in life. That's having a 6 months old son is like, yeah, it's crazy. He's not hard work, like he's an angel child, but it's just like if he's not asleep, then you need to be entertaining him, or he's hungry, or he needs his butt changed, or it's just there's always something. Wouldn't change it for the world, but also when you're trying to do things, um, he's been watching me on my laptop, and I can't. I used to be able to like sit him on my lap and do stuff, type away and that. But he's figured out that I type on the buttons. So whenever he sees the laptop, he's just like trying to type. You put him in front of it, he's just like goes crazy with it, which is great. It's great. Love it. Right, I'm just looking here, guys, because I've just got to do some downloading, some bits and bobs, some bobs and bits. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do this. Is everything good with you? I hope everything's good with you. I think I did ask that already, but so yeah, the money in, money out indicator is here, and it's honestly so clean. It's so clean. Well, I mean, anyone that follows the Keep It Simple series and the principle behind it, and then you trade the Orion trading system based off of that, will know the value and how clean it is when it gives you a biasing. It's just it's clean, clean. I mean, even if you can even use it in the principle I show you within the Keep It Simple series, which is trading off of the areas. It's crazy. It's crazy. But again, we've taken a long time to develop this. This is one of 3 individual indicators, and then we're going to be releasing Orion automatic analysis, which is going to do every single part of the Orion trading system automatically, and it's only going to alert you when an entry is given, and it will tell you the entry point, where your stop needs to be, and where your TP is going to go. And again, this is not just like some moving average, you know, sell at the top, buy at the bottom BS. It's a very consistent, long-term trading system that we have proven across months of data, years of data, and we show it to you live every single day in the live stream. Remember that beautiful move there Friday? Damn. NFP is just like janky. Okay, just gonna go over to ooh, baby. It's literally torrential rain here in the UK. It's torrential. Horrible weather. But we live in the UK, so what do we expect? What do we expect, eh? So you can get this, Keep It Simple money in, money out, or the Orion indicator, you can see it here. You can get it within the store, the Pip7 Slightly store. You can find the link for that down below. Or you can go to the Discord and find it within the Discord. It's completely up to you. Oh, that was something actually that we were going to look at, weren't we? Which was changing the latency of the stream. I think that's done in YouTube. So let me see if I can do that. Andre, what's up? Sorry, I saw your message pop up earlier and I just did not even say anything, so I wasn't being rude. I apologise. Here. I believe it's in here. Normal latency, yes, on normal latency. So I could put it on low latency. But I can't change it while I'm live. Which is, you know, pretty shy. So remember, this is where the bullish bias was given. So it's actually given an entry here. I didn't realise that. Right here. Which is up to the last 4-hour high. We'll leave this on anyway. Andre is one of the first members to have the money in, money out indicator. We've got the old wireless headphones on today. These are just some old ones I've had here in the office for a long time. But I had a problem with the audio, the way the audios would like cross over. So if I was on a call or I was doing recording, it would put the music into like a different audio channel, and it sound like you know, like when you're little, you used to have a little cup with a bit of string on it, and you can like hear things through it, right? It was like that. It sounded like I was listening to music through that, or as if someone had put a recording next to a freaking record player or some shit. It was terrible. We can turn the... Oh, we've got this as well, guys. Hey! It's Christmas! What's up? I don't think he's meant to be that slow, is he? For some reason, it's like really laggy. The Christmas toolkit. Tree color. Look at that. It's so clean. Get out of here. Not Christmas yet. What's your analysis for EJ? I'll show you. Oop, what am I doing? So we had this high ran, didn't we? Daily high was given up there. I need to just double check there's no dailies in it. Cool, so what was I going to do? Check the dailies. Okay, no. Here. But that's pretty obvious anyway, right? So just look for these highs, really. The same as GJ. Hold on, let me... Okay, right, so I set an alert for 50% of this area. On my broker, there is no gap here. So make sure you align this. Make sure you align this. %50 of it was around here. No gap. There's no gap anyway. Yeah, it's lagging as in like... It's fucking lagging. It's lagging like me when I try and play any kind of game online. Yeah, so for anyone that maybe jumped in early on that, mistake there on my behalf. I should have double checked with broker side. Broker side, there's no gap. And I can confirm that with you guys by showing you on here. See? No gap. No gap. So always double check. I'm not saying it's not going to work. Doesn't mean it's not going to work. But if you have a cross correlation, it generally means that it's a small data deviation. It's not the biggest gap in the world anyway, is it? It's relatively small. But still, it doesn't change our bias. Our bias is still run the highs. Yeah, still the same bias. A lot of lows lining up there though. We go back to GU. So remember guys, you can get yourself the Orion money in, money out indicator, which is going to give you some, honestly, pretty crazy setups in terms of the areas it's going to show you. But if you have watched the Keep It Simple series, you will know what this is highlighting. You will understand the principle of this and how you should be using it. So if you're not already following us over here on Pip Surfing Society, then of course head over and do that. I'll show you right here. So we've got the two Gemini indicators here, but I believe it was flagged for breaching. I think it was like a house rule or something stupid. I can't remember exactly what it was. A house rule violation. I'm pretty sure it was something silly like it doesn't explain what it does or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was like, it doesn't explain what the indicator does. So it's immediately like, they're like, just like, fucking ban it. Instantly. Although this Pip Surfing Society script, the money in, money out, is private. So we could literally have just put whatever the hell we wanted. But we didn't. We gave you guys a description, explained what it is, key features, all that kind of stuff. But again, if you can head over to the Discord and grab this, you can head over to... You can't find it on TradingView, but you can find it on our store. So if you want to head over and check it out, you can. Of course, we showcase you the principles and we teach you the principles in the Keep It Simple series. This is the Orion trading system, so it is the Orion money in, money out. Did everyone have a good weekend? I hope so. Yeah, that's some whack ass shit. Here we go. So there's a reason why I got rid of it on this time frame, because it becomes just a hindrance. You can see like it's only useful if you're using it in a point of relevance or a higher time frame bias. It is very, very handy though. Very, very handy, especially on like lower time frames. If you're trading with a bearish bias, for example, more times than often you're going to see price come back to those areas, right? Game changer. Appreciate it, Andre. Well, obviously a lot of time and love has gone into creating it, so it's going to hopefully reflect that in the way it behaves and works. So Euro, excuse me, we had an entry given here, didn't we? It ran partially down, then took us out over here. 7 a.m, which is part of the way it moves. Price action came up, took out the highs, and now we've not had anything since we swept those. You can see there's no 4-hour highs in there. There's a 4-hour low there. God, my eye's so itchy. Might just remove it. I might just take it out. Any recommendation on how to remove an eyeball? So we only have a high and a low right now. It looks like this could be rejecting slightly. And like I say, this area is not actually in place on the brokerage. So if that completely runs through, the reason why is because on 50 to 60% of brokers, that is not going to be there. Actually, that is something I need to do right now. We do it on 2. Was that more than 2 points? No. Okay. Might have to tweak that. So let's get some alerts set. Remember, we're looking for shorts here on this. 5 likes already. Guys, appreciate it. Remember, if you do enjoy these streams, you enjoy me talking absolute shit for an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, then make sure you share. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family members, possibly. Colleagues. Anyone else that you may know in this environment, this industry. Because I know that it can be a very lonely place. It can be a lonely place. Like, if you think about it, like the live streams, for anyone wondering what I'm doing, by the way, I'm messing around with, let's call this like space pay. So it's like, it's not sticky. It's like, I don't know. But I've got it sitting on my desk, and every so often I just reach for it. But yeah, anyway, I digress. I know it can be a very lonely industry because ultimately, when you're losing, or for example, you just are unsure, it's kind of like being in an ocean. Like, you know that you're going to get to where you want to go, or you're hoping you're going to get there, but you just feel very alone and bewildered and small. So, you know, sharing this with someone that you know is trading, maybe struggling, you could be the person that gives them that, you know, that bit of content that they watch and they go, holy shit. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to come and be like, this is amazing. You know, they might hate it, but it might change their perception of what they're actually doing, what they're looking at. Because I think a lot of people, unfortunately, stay in the kind of the honeymoon phase within trading. And the honeymoon phase in trading is a dangerous place to be because you lose all your inhibitions. You're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do this, do that. And it's like, okay, cool, but that's not how it works. And you guys know that. But a lot of those people don't. And that's why I welcome everybody that joins these live streams and takes even the tiniest bit of knowledge away. That in itself, to me, is a big achievement. The fact that you're able to just take away information that may help you at some point in the future. Remember, I was in your position once. I was in the position of every single one of you that's here in the live stream. Unless you're some crazy multi-millionaire business owner, then I've never been in your position. But if you're just an average guy that, you know, works your 9 to 5 or does whatever you do, I was in the same position you were in. Getting soaking wet in the rain, getting phone calls at 5:30 in the morning, people asking me where I am, like, what's going on, what were you doing? And when I first started trading, I'd done it because I was like, lured in by the signal service side of things, and I lost all of my money. Not all of my actual money, but all the money I put into that, I lost it all. It's only because I'm a persistent fucker that I decided to spend all of my spare time, or 9 months to be precise, just educating, not even touching a demo account, just educating, learning, watching concepts, saying, man, I don't really like that concept, and applying a different mindset to it, learning different things, and ultimately I never settled with one person's strategy. That's why I've ended up being the person that is making the strategies. And for anyone that's been following me for the longest period of time, and you guys will know this as well, you will know that there has been so many different systems that we have come up with based off of the same principles, the same theories, but all of them have their own edge based off of different principles, right? And again, we've got the Gemini entry system, we've got the Orion trading system, we've got the 5-minute range system, we've got the swing system, counter swing, the ASE, LSE, SE systems. There's so many different systems that we have generated, tested, proven, and then traded. And as my life has changed, I've realized which parts I like of those, which is ultimately what I've done in the first place. So, like I say, going back to the reason I'm saying this, if you have somebody that you know needs help in the industry, they could at least sorry, I was reading a message. Can't multitask. that's not changed. But they could at least take some knowledge or some shift in mindset away from our live streams, right? Or even the content. Gold looking like, say, if it gives us money out. I will take a look at gold in a second. Let's go. Guys, can we just take a second to appreciate this sell-off here from that area? That's crazy. That's crazy. Really. Like, really. Yes, you're correct. Yes, Harry, you're correct. There was a losing trade here this morning. If anyone was trading it early, there was a losing trade here, but that's fine. Excuse me. The last setup area that we looked at worked. The setup before that area worked. Unless you have a 100% hit rate, which nobody does, then you're going to take a loss, right? But let's see. I think a couple of things that we're going to amend with this. Add a setting here to allow X amount of areas. Because you don't need all of these. You don't need all of these. You only really need these, right? Maybe these two. So we're going to add in a number of areas. Andre, I saw your message. We can do that, my friend. We'll do that this afternoon. I've got quite a few things I need to do today, but I'm sure we can squeeze them all in there, right? Honestly, the amount of like obscurely named men from China that message me to ask me if I'm willing to do like work with their broker firms and stuff is crazy. LinkedIn is like, don't be a Forex trader on LinkedIn because people swarm around you like you're some sort of free meal. Honestly, it's wild. I never experienced anything like it. It really is. And the thing is, you spend half your time saying to them like, "No, I'm not interested," or oh, "It's not something I'm in the market for," and they just keep asking. It's like, brother, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like there's people that DM you and they're like, "Oh, if you want this," it's like, when have you ever looked at a DM and been like, "Probably buy something from this dude"? Like, come on, up your game. You're busy from 2:30. Okay, dude. Well, it's 12:30 now. This will probably be hour and a half ish live stream, so we can jump straight on a call after that if you want. And then based off of what you are asking me, I will probably do a video for any new users of the Orion system. Just so they have more clarity. I mean, there's only a couple of things that should ever really confuse anyone. Everyone's unique, so each person is going to have different questions. Okay, so I believe we're still bearish on this. I think, yeah. Bearish after we closed out below here. We were bullish, but bearish after we've closed out from here. So we're looking at the highs. We did have a high taken, which is this high. Just gonna get a share link for this. Okay, so again, you can see the system showing an area here, but depending on what data you're analyzing, depends on what it's going to show. GU looking interested. Let's go over to GU. Yeah, so the same thing happens as well here. We're bullish on this. We're bullish from this gap down here. Back to the 4 hour. We're looking for price action to run down into the low here. I need to remove this on the hourly. Looking for it to run down into these lows here. So let's see what it does. Ugh. Sorry. Didn't sleep good last night. Did not sleep good last night. I don't know what's going on with my... My mouse keeps ejecting for some reason. Like, you know when you hear that that kind of noise? It's doing that, but I'm not touching it, so It must be a software thing. Actually, let me go back to what was the pair that we saw a minute ago that we looked at? Euro? No. UJ? No. Euro N? No. What was it? AU? Nah. What was the pair that I opened up a minute ago? Right, nice. Let's go back to Euro oil. Oil, we had a bearish bias on. Oh, I think it might have been oil, actually. Yes, it was oil. So we're overall bearish on this pair. We took out, what am I doing? I've got a pen over here. We took out this low to the left, which means there was potential for a counter move to occur, but it did not happen. Price continued running lower. Now, we've pushed right down towards the last, or not the last, the nearest daily low. And we're pushing back up into the highs. So we're going to look now towards the 4-hour highs. We're just going to go 4-hour here and make sure there isn't any other points that need to be highlighted. Change these to lows. Cool. Oh God, my Fiverr inbox. Honestly. You know the sublancing, well, not sublancing, but the website where you can obviously get work. You know, you can get work from it, or you can sell. You can sell. What am I saying? You can sell jobs. So, for example, I've got my mentoring service on there. I'm going to add the automatic bot understanding, all that kind of stuff on there soon. And you can also buy things. So I've been on there looking for a coder to pick up some of the works stack on the Orion trading system, automated trading system. And I was like, well, I'm here, fuck it. I just put my own gig up. Dude, the amount of people that want to just like have conversations about things, I'm just like, let's be honest. I don't want to talk to random people that are on Fiverr. Like, I want to come talk to you guys. You're my YouTube viewers. I want to talk to you guys. I don't want to talk to random dudes on fucking Fiverr. Like, go away. It's just like ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Like, I've got no time to just talk to random people. If you're a YouTube viewer that's gaining value from me, amazing. If you're somebody that's like a business partner or something like that, amazing. If you're an acquaintance, amazing. But these people are asking things like, oh, is there a way I can link my broker to TradingView? Like, go and have a look, dude. Like, if someone came here and asked that, cool, it's different. But you're messaging me, on a freelancing website, the most basic shit ever. I should really say I can tell you for a price. No, sometimes you just got to know when to not respond. Some dude asked me earlier if I wanted to do a podcast as well. I mean, maybe. I'd be more inclined to do an in-person podcast though than a webcam podcast if it's not the same, you know. Don't get the same thing out of it. No high in here. Wait. See, if that had ran a daily low and that was a counter area, then that would have technically been valid for you to be able to take an entry away from. But it wasn't, you know, so it's not simple as that. A lot of lows clustered up down there. I'm just going to make these a little bit more transparent. Classic Monday. Classic Monday. Also, this is what I was showing you guys before, I think. The beautiful thing about the money in, money out indicator is you can use it in like so many different ways. We go over to like Bitcoin, for example, and go on to like the weekly. Look at the look at the two areas. If you're looking to invest into Bitcoin, look at the two areas it gave. These were literally before price took off. It looks like Harry Potter's specs. It literally gave you two areas that were beautiful before price took off into those highs. And it does the same lower down as well. Like, yeah, you're not getting every single entry, of course. But when you're looking to invest, you're not doing like precision entry based. Like here, if you'd have taken the long bias here and traded anywhere within this region, even up to here, you know, even to there, if you said, oh no, I don't want to do anything now, just wait, delivers so nice. Of course there's going to be times when it doesn't work, you know, that's the same as everything. I'll show you further back though. Like, come on, look at that. Jesus. It's pretty clean. Pretty clean. I don't know about Ethereum. Let's see. Nice little run off of the last one. Oh, that's where we're at now, isn't it? Oh, yeah, this is rewind. Yeah, like, same thing. Literally same thing. Too good. Too good. XRP, my baby, still involved. Remove all 22 drawings. This is the 1 week. Go to the daily. You can see the area here on the daily was way down here at the bottom. That's the area ultimately you got. And then this was the final move that came just before the pump came in. So nothing since. I think the next one's going to open up will be bearish. Bearish pushes back down to maybe the $2 mark and then back up again. But we won't know until it happens. Back into. Be right back, guys. Be right back. Because these headphones look identical on both sides, I always forget what side's what. So who's ready for Christmas then? If you celebrate it, of course. I'm just looking at this. Sorry, don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm just looking at this one here at the minute. You see the 4-hour low is here. We took an internal high. Let's see. So for me, I'm not going to trade it based off of the fact that the RR is pretty low. It doesn't change the validity of the setup though. There's something you have to remember. It doesn't change the validity of it. The setup is still completely valid. It's just going to be based off of, do you have a minimum requirement? For me, generally it's like 3 is the minimum requirement for me. It can be tweaked, obviously. It can be adjusted to each individual person. But for me, it's like 3. It needs to be at least a 3R. less than 3R, I mean, you can just be getting yourself into a bit of unnecessary risk, you know? Okay, so we've run the highs here on you, Jay. So remember we were holding this from last week? I actually held it over the weekend. So yeah. And to be honest, I wasn't gonna hold it over the weekend. I don't generally hold trades over the weekend. It was a genuine mistake. I just genuinely didn't even close it out when I should have. I normally do like an end of week check and make sure like, okay, I haven't left any limits in, you know, or anything like that. And I didn't. So I completely fucked up there. Yeah, I just see that, GJ. So if we get another entry here, I'm going to use the remaining liquid from the current order to get in an entry here. If we don't, then I'm going to end up going BE on the actual position itself. So we'll see. We shall see. Andre, was it this weekend you done your cook up? I was just saying to everyone in the live stream before you joined that it's been the worst weather down here. Like, the worst weather. The old wheelie bins have been getting speeding tickets. Sent a ticket to Spine. Pissing down, yeah. Yeah, the wind's shocking here as well. Like, the wind is so bad. Yeah, it's literally like you try and pull out of a junction and you've got like wheelie bins and garden chairs. It's like. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. So remember, guys, if you want to get your access to the money in, money out indicator, you can do that through the PSS store. Only 15 slots available for the first wave of access. After that, price will increase, and access again will be limited to a certain amount of members. So if you want it at the current price, now is the time to do it. And it's not a rolling contract, so you're not signing up to like a 12-month contract. You pay for the amount of months you want to use it for. That may change, though. That may change. So currently, where are you? Yeah, there. Sorry, guys. That's I keep forgetting that when I hover over a window, so like the smaller windows, you might be able to see them down here. Like see like that pop up, right? If you hover over that, it shows you the window where it is. but it also puts everything else to the home screen for some reason. And I've got 3 monitors, so if I'm using one, it puts the other 2 to home screen. And that's what you see there when it pops up like that. Home screen. So we'll just wait for this here. Nothing really to do right now on this. We can use our money in, money out indicator. Add an alert per bar close. Money out. Money out detected. Create. Beautiful. And we can just put our feet up. We can just put our feet up. UChef is actually giving an entry here. Well, again, I said this before. The entry is completely valid. There's no invalidation here. It's completely valid. But if you have within your trading plan that you take less than a 3R trade, which I encourage most of you to not, but if you do, then it's there. And again, the reason why I say this is because what will happen is, in a statistical nature and in the way that price actually moves, you will have scenarios where a low risk reward trade will come and it won't work. So what happens is, through the data, you actually eliminate some losses as well as not taking some wins. So it's like it works both sides, right? Because this might win here and you might go, yep, I'm always going to take, less than 3R trades, and then others might not work. So you need to make sure you backtest it. And like I say, I give you every single thing, I sound like Mike Tyson, every single thing you need to test this system properly. The YouTube live streams, the money in, money out indicator, the Keep It Simple series as a whole, everything is there. The Orion trading system is in place. You guys can ask me any questions. You guys can learn it. We're not charging you, $500 a month, which some people are for literally basic information. So don't sit around or sit in the live stream and go, oh, it's taking a stop loss. Oh. Learn the trading system, become independent. Then it don't matter what I'm doing. You can say, cheers, mate. And then you don't even have to watch a live stream ever again. If you enjoy being in live streams, of course. Take your seats. Settle down. We'll come back and look at that. Remember, while you're watching these live streams, get yourself a bit of backing music. Get your Spotify up. Get your YouTube playlist up. Turn it down a couple of cranks. And you can hear me when I'm talking. You can also hear the music when I'm not. It's a very nice medium between when there's something to do and something not to do. Teaching you the realistic way that you should be approaching the charts. You don't need to be 100% locked in. Can't step away from chart. Relax yourself. Relax. Unless there's a trade for you to take with a systematic entry that is data proven behind it, then you have nothing to do. You have no place to be in this market. So just relax. Relax it. Okay? Relax. Sometimes there isn't a trade to take. And if that's the case, then that's the case. The unrealistic expectation that this whole audience have across a larger scale is due to the newer, unrealistic, well, they're not even new, but the unrealistic trading guru YouTuber sort of vibe, which we are not about. And you guys know this. They give you the 1 minute scalping systems, or like the every hourly candle there's a setup, or every 2 minute candle there's a setup. I don't even know. But they give you this constant, you need to feed your addiction for, like you do with Instagram or, your phone. You need to constantly be stimulated. You need to constantly be doing something. When in reality, it's not the way institutes operate. It's not the way investment funds operate. It's not the way that any real trader operates. It's not how we operate. It's really not. Like, I'll show you an example of a real world system, okay, that we back tested the other day. This is the Orion system on GU from 2018. And we back tested this with the VIPs. Let me pull it up for you guys. 1 second. We back tested it with the VIPs, and we were trading 2018 price action. So we're talking price action from a long time ago. Let's for this to load up. And look at the data here. Look at the data here, right? Oh, here, sorry. You can't actually see. 1 second. Right, now you can see, right? So this is what a realistic system looks like. Okay? 187 days, so 6.1 months, 55 trades. That's less than 10 trades a month. Yeah, that's less than 10 trades a month, which waters down to 0.3 trades per day. So in other words, you're taking a trade every 3 days on average. That's what a realistic trading system looks like. But you also have a realistic net profit of, well, whether you call that realistic or not, 100% return, 104% return, with a max drawdown of 1,800. So that's 1,800 if you incorporate the profit on top. That's not from 10k. It was a 10k account. But you can see the max, where are we? Where's it? Here, max losing trade, no more than 1% of the highest amount of capital that we have. Yeah. Max profit is, I don't know why it's a round number, just for some reason it ended up being a round number. Now, for anyone that may be skeptical, because I know there's some of you that are like, alright, let's just make this bigger so you guys can see, and we'll go here. Alright, you can see all of the entries from where we started to where we're at right now. And we backtested this with, not all of it, but most of it. I think there's a lot of this stuff with the Discord VIPs. So unless you can take your knowledge and apply it to a system or a software like that and get the data to prove it, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? That's the question I asked to you that you should be asking yourself. What am I doing? If I have no data to back up myself, I might as well get a coin out, flip it, trade based off of that, right? You might as well get, what is it? The random number generator. And if it's an odd number, sell. And if it's an even number, buy. That you got to be true to yourself. That's one thing you have to do, is be true to yourself. And if you haven't already, back test it. Prove it to yourself. Don't just, It's kind of like buying a car and being like, I can drive. But you don't have a license. You've never taken a lesson. You don't have a license to back up the fact that or maybe you've taken lessons, but you've never passed your your test to get your license. Just because you've taken lessons don't mean you're competent, you can drive. It's the same thing. And at the point where you do that, you can then turn around and be like, I know I can drive. What am I worried about? Might be worried about getting in the car for the first time, but I know I can drive. So what am I worried about? Exactly the same thing with trading. Why would you ever have a different mindset on it? And this is the thing as well. Like, I've been watching the viewers peak up and down while I've been explaining this. And we peaked at, I believe, 12 viewers. And we're now back down to 7 because 5 people joined, listened to what I was saying and went, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't like that. No. Run away. Run away. Because I haven't even been showing any trade ideas. I've just been talking. So either they hate the sound of my voice, which is very likely. They don't like the look of my face, which is also very likely. Or they couldn't accept the fact of what I'm telling you. Which the sooner you realise it and the sooner you become more adapt to the idea of, yeah, it's reality, I live in a real world. I have to be realistic. And this is another reason as well why I know that most of you guys are listening and you're taking it in and you're absorbing the information. You're not like asking questions about it because there's nothing really to ask questions about. You're not talking in chat, and I'm not bothered about that because I know that you're sitting and you're thinking about it and you're actually applying a real world, well, not even real world, but great example is if you're teaching a class of kids, are they talking while they're listening to you? No, they're just listening. So everyone that is here actually listening, paying attention, I appreciate you. And I'm saying I appreciate you, but at the same time, I'm telling you for your own good. So what I'm saying is I appreciate you taking the time to be here in the live stream and listening to what I have to say. Eek. I think I'm gonna bring this stop loss down. I'll bring it down to here. So we're sitting just above a 1-to-1. We already took a 50% partial on it around here. I think it was this 4-hour low, around this 4-hour low. Pretty sure it's a 4-hour low anyway. Yeah. God damn. I am tired. I actually think, if now I remember, I'm pretty sure last live stream we traded this twice, didn't we? We done 2 trades on this. So if you want me to do more back testing during the streams or whatever, you can request it. It's fine. It's fine. If you want to do it, you want to do it. I've got no problem doing it because I know that the outcome's going to be the same. As long as you apply the same rule set. But you should take the initiative and do the back testing yourself. Yes, it may take time. Yes, it might be boring. But do what I do. Stick some music on. Find your flow. Just sit it out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Bosh, be done. Come back the next day. If you've got a couple of hours or even 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. If you stack up that data over time, it gives you that long period of time. It's the same as another thing is a lot of people will go out of their way to watch their favourite series, which may be like an hour an episode. And they'll watch a whole series, or let's say 5 seasons, 6 seasons of something. 13 episodes, hour per episode. You're spending like fucking 3-4 days solid of your time watching that shit. Spend it in a productive way. Doesn't mean that you can't do fun things. Just you gotta value skills differently. So that area didn't work out. We weren't looking at this, were we? Let's be honest. I'm just gonna Just gonna get a playlist going. Remember, guys, you can grab your money in, money out indicator through the PSS store. You can find the link for that down below. Ba ba bum bum ba. It's still going on here. Alright, pretty boring Monday, guys. Pretty boring Monday. Right. I think we've covered most of the setups we're looking at, right? Money out here. Cool. We've got a money out alert on UJ. Yes. GJ. Yes. Okay. So we're looking for money out on GJ, UJ, gold. Euro just sitting at the moment. Euro, this is most likely going to be coming down anyway. Can't actually believe how cheap the indicator is, Ross. Best investment. Well, that's good. That's good, dude. That's good. Yeah, to be fair, we are gonna price it more expensively, to be honest, but we've done it cheap because we want to give people that actually want it early on the chance to be able to get it at a good price. And then we're going to put the price up depending on how many more members get involved with it, which we think over time more people will. So we'll see. But we're gonna head over now to the Discord. Yes, we're gonna head over to Discord now, and I'm gonna help you out, Andre, with adjusting the indicator, making tweaks to it and stuff. And you guys know what we're looking at now. You can see what we're trying to find within the charts, and at the moment we're not seeing it. So we're just going to wrap it up there for Monday, and we'll see you all in the Discord. What's going on, Spine? You've caught the last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds, my dude. So yeah, I see you in Discord. Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you. Love. See you all in the next one. Ciao, ciao.